Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Queen Bean Tarot. Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're returning. I have 4 choices before you, and I have this topic is going to be, what do you have to let go of? So like dragons, they like to hoard their treasure, they like to hold on, they're very possessive. That's why I've got a selection of dragons. So dragon number 1, I'm going to be calling him the Never-Ending Story dragon, because he looks like that dragon from the Never-Ending Story. I have him put with a uncut fluorite crystal. All of these crystals are uncut. They've got like that sort of pastel color. And this has been put with the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. Very beautiful. These are new. I have used them personally, but I haven't put them in a reading before. So that's group number 1. Group number 2, you have an uncut clear quartz crystal. And that has been put with the beautiful 3D dragon. He looks like a Japanese or Chinese dragon. He's colorful, very pretty. My rainbow dragon, I'll be calling him. He is obviously really big, and I'm having that put with the Pastel Dreams Tarot deck by Empath Soul, and it was designed by, I will obviously butcher that name, but that's his name. Alright, so that's group number 2. So what it is that you need to let go of, guys. Group number 3, I actually have had this ornament for a very long time, like donkey years, and this, I'm gonna be calling this the Treasure Dragon, because it's got a crest, it feels like a rich dragon, it's got blood red eyes. It's this was actually gifted to me by, I think, my mother. Anyway, it looks gold and like, you know, expensive. So this is going to be the Treasure Dragon. And this has been put with a rose quartz uncut stone, and I'm using the Ethereal Bloom Tarot. So I love, anyone who knows me knows I love this deck. And for choice number 4, we actually have an uncut, this is a strawberry quartz. It's actually extremely smooth to the feeling as well, if that helps you make a decision. I actually put it with a this is a bookmark. So the end is a sword, and then we have this gorgeous purple blue dragon that hangs off of it, and you stick it in your bookmark here, and then this would hang down so you can see where it is placed in the book. And this is gonna be with my Lucid Dreams Tarot deck. It's a beginner's tarot, but it's a good one, by Saint Soleil. It is, anyone who knows me knows I use this one a lot. It's actually very well worn. But yes, that is your 4th choice. This one's going to be called the Bookmark Dragon. So your choices are the Never-Ending Story Dragon, the Rainbow Dragon, the Treasure Dragon, or the Bookmark Dragon. You will find just timestamps below, and I will see you there. Hello, beautiful pile number 1. If you chose this uncut fluorite crystal, rock, gem, whatever people want to call them, and that's your pile, along with this beautiful Never-Ending Dragon. Now, I think my mum got me this one. My mum buys me a lot of stuff. So, I think I don't know if she's got a bad habit or something, but she loves to support. That's how I'm looking at it. Alright, so this is the Archangel Power Tarot cards that we'll be using. I am going to pull a Dragon Oracle card for you, maybe to find out what kind of dragon you have, and I'm going to get some tea leaf. So this is just a quick quick reading on, let's find out what you have to let go. Like, what are you holding on to? This could be something that's holding you back, or is toxic, or is not benefiting you, or if you let it go, you might propel faster in your life, just whatever it is that you're not noticing that you're holding on to. I'm actually seeing 2 dragons for you. Interesting. You guys have the deep blue dragon, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway, trusts that you are protected, walk on a path of light. And you have an earth dragon, clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing, you can move forward in life. So you probably have obstacles, and it's amazing because I've chosen dragons because they like to hoard, they like to hold on to treasure, they don't like to share, they're kind of you know, protective and controlling to a degree. They're very dangerous as well. However, the two dragons you guys have gotten is all about well, nature. You got water, the blue deep, I would see that as like, you know, an ocean dragon, and you have an earth dragon, and both of them are talking about actually clearing your path. So maybe there's something in your pathway that has actually stopped you from moving forward. So that's what's not what you're holding on to, but what is getting in your way. There's something on your path, guys, which is interesting. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be, you know, I'm feeling, when I read the Earth Dragon, I definitely felt like there was something holding you. Like, it could have been an emotion, it could be something in your spirit, or it could even be a partner or a person in your family trying to keep you in a place because it benefits them. Very specific, but it felt more like someone was like literally standing in a doorway preventing you from leaving. That was what I was definitely feeling, especially when I got the Earth Dragon. The Deep Blue Dragon made me think of like putting out fires. You know, maybe you're someone who puts out fires in like your friend group or in your family situation or even at work. Maybe you're the you're the mature person. I have a feeling you're someone, I'm definitely gonna pull that one. You're someone who had to grow up faster than you should have. That's what I'm getting. You're extremely mature, or you're turned to, or you're, you know, expected to, you know, carry the world on your shoulders. I'm definitely getting that. You could be empathic as well. I'm getting that with the Deep Blue Dragon. We have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. You might be a very loving, affectionate, caring person, and now it's sort of gone to the point it's expected. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey, or white hair. This could be someone who's in your way. This could be someone who's going to help you clear some things out of your way. A broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This could very much be it. Like you have a problem that's literally stopped you in your tracks. So if that is the case, there could be like, you know, a sale fell through. Maybe you were after a new home and that has slowed down your progress. Maybe you were trying to move, something like that. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. And then you have quill, get back to the basics. Alrighty. You could find love at a celebration or a family get-together or party. That might be where your love or deep romance can bloom. Maybe that is there's an end to a romance which has put what is it, like a wretch in your plans, a ratchet in your plan, like, you know, that I'm trying to think. You would not think that I've worked on cars in my life because I can't think of the name of the I'm just gonna keep doing. Oh gosh, don't mind me. Yeah, it's a wrench in the plans. Thank you, wrench in the plans. I just heard it come through. Let's find out what you need to do, like, to get past this you know, this thing in your path, like what's getting in your way. I was sort of expecting with this reading what people had to let go of, but for group number one, it feels like there is someone else. It's an outside source that's affecting on that's affecting you moving forward, not you holding on to something or you being blind to something. I'm just going to stick with 5 cards. If we need more, I'll pull more. We have the 3 of Raphael, reasons to celebrate a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships and children. It's very connected to this fan and the heart. So this is the 3 of Cups. So Raphael is Cups. So yeah, they've changed the names of Cups, Pentacles, Wands and Swords. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So this is the 9 of Cups. So it's called the wish granting card. If you might be finding something that you've always wished for at said, coming together to celebrate something, you will actually find something, or you'll be recognized or something like that. The wish granting card isn't always something that is like, I won $1 million, I won the money, I won this, and it's not always financial. The fact that this is Cups, this is emotional. So this is something you've always wanted. Maybe this is a partnership, because that would make a lot of sense when it comes to relationships and emotions. You got the 3 of Michael, release the past. So that Michael is obviously your swords. So 3 of Swords, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. I'm getting for someone, you might have an ex come back. And you might get some closure. Maybe that's what's been getting in the way. Maybe the ending of a relationship has caused you to be unable to see forward, like any future relationships or any future marriages or partnerships. And once you accept that it didn't work out with the past partner, or you might, if someone ghosted you and you just want to know why, having an answer can go a long way. I think that is what's going to help you grow. You might see this person or hear information about them at a get-together with friends or family or something, and you enjoy yourself. Maybe this is, it could be something that happens, multiple things happening at once, where like you can have a get together with family and friends, and you meet someone who you're like, oh, this is someone I think I might want to date. Like I feel, a connection, I feel attraction, I see some, something that can grow. But then you think of like a past partner, and you talk to someone at the, at this event, and they let you know how your past partner's going, why they told them they broke up with you, and you might get all of this happen all in a very short period of time. There's also the 5 of Michael, which is 5 of Swords. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And then you have the 2 of Pentacles again. So a lot of a lot of cups. I saw green and thought of Pentacles, because Pentacles is meant to be like material wealth, the 3D earth, so I thought of that, but no, it's cups. So 2 hearts, yeah, this is relationship. So 2 of Cups is about 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. You might very much be connecting to a person. If you are a man and you're looking for a female, then I would take this as a fair woman. Or she might, her father might be a fair man, like a fair looking man. That could be it for you guys. If you're definitely into women and you're looking at relationship wise, I would suggest that's how you would take these cards. But yeah, there's something that's holding you back, and this past relationship is playing on your mind. You really need to disconnect from that person. I know it's probably way easier said than done. There is a lot of grounding techniques. So the Earth Dragon is about grounding. So if you want, what some people do is if you sit down and you place your feet on the floor, and you push down, not to stand up, but you like push down as if you're trying to ground yourself, and then you would say whatever, like you would write out a mantra of I am grounded, I am safe, I don't need like this person or this situation, and you just say I release this situation. There's also, some people like to go out in nature, go for a hike. Connecting with nature helps out. Go out and do some gardening, guys, like something, anything. Buy a potted plant. Having plants also increases your oxygen. That's why I keep plants, like you guys can't see, but I have plants like all over there on my desk. So but yeah, once you do that, I feel like you really open up. There could be something that happens naturally, that where when you learn about this person, it makes you think of them and you're trying to let that go. So maybe that's what this is about. Like you are, you know, ready to release them and move on, but just the thought of your ex makes them play on your mind, which is sad because it means they've got a lot more power over you than what you're aware of. But yes, I want to see an outcome. I really do feel like for this group, this is a relationship. I don't know if this is foreseen. I don't think you see this person coming when you meet them. Like, this is not what you were expecting. Okay, we have a Page of Cups. And number 15, this is actually the Devil, making decisions. You're probably, well, simultaneously releasing a connection with this person. You're also simultaneously thinking about connecting, like putting yourself in a connection with this other person. So this is originally the Devil card. However, because this is obviously archangels, it's in a different context that you would connect to someone. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, a necessary worry based on the lack of self-confidence. So this is very much about releasing the person from your past and opening yourself up. So like you see, she's got this open and the birds can fly out, and they are flying out, but one is staying in there. You might have lost a lot of confidence from this previous partner, my pole number ones, but that isn't the end of your story, because you can obviously connect to a new emotional situation, message regarding relationships or social invitations, great initiative, insights, intuitive insights. If you get invited out, please go. You're either gonna get clarity about this ex, and it's gonna release, like allow you to release them, and for others of you, you're gonna meet someone there, or for some, both. It's gonna be both. You're gonna meet someone and you're gonna be able to release this ex-partner. That's beautiful. So this was a relationship reading. If that does not, you know, resonate, there's 3 other choices. I've got plenty of other readings on my channel. If you like, subscribe, follow. You can go through my, you know, library and see them all. But yeah, this is for relationship, and like I said, you might not be looking for a relationship right now, but it's going to be something unseen that's coming your way. So group number 1, this is the reading I have for you. Let me know if this resonates. Leave a heart emoji in the comments if you don't know what you want to say. If you don't want to say anything, it helps out a lot. But I'm wishing you all love and light and positive vibes, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pole number 2s. If you chose this clear quartz uncut crystal, this is your reading. You might have also chosen this big, beautiful rainbow dragon. This is also your reading. Or you could have chosen the Pastel Dreams Tarot deck. Alright, starting off, I am going to get some Dragon Oracle cards. That is by Diane Cooper. I'm going to get one of these, and I'm also going to get some tea leaf cards just so we can find out what you need to let go of. Group number 1 was actually a romantic connection that they need to let go of, like an ex or something, and that's what was holding them back. But yes, was not expecting that. It was more like someone else was in their way of progressing. So it was someone else's, you know, like being present and existing that held them back. But let's find out what it is for you guys. So, Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. So, very unique. Let's see what tea leaf cards we have. What is holding back my beautiful group number 2? Group number 2, the clear quartz crystal. That one. Sometimes I can feel kind of spot on what cards call out. It depends on the energies and the frequencies. Ooh, okay. You have a lot come out. And other times they come out themselves really rapidly. Other times there's hesitancy. It just depends on the people that this is, like, who is connecting and what frequencies are out there. So you guys have a lot of tea leaf cards. Let's find out. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. We have Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, so what's getting in the way? Potential loss. Heart, love, deep affection and caring. So this was in pile number 1. Vase, secret admirer. So you might have a secret admirer and that's why that's coming up. Bell, announcement. Happiness. Dragon. Oh wow, you got a dragon. Beware of self-delusion. You have fire, strong emotion, passion, love or hate. I think the saying is there's a very fine line between love and hate. It's to the point some people say they don't hate someone because that's too close to love. So love might turn into hate or hate might turn into love. Or if someone is like admirer, if it's a scary kind of admirer, like it's toxic or, you know, as some people would know, someone who is actually needs to have like law enforcement involved, a stalker, that might be what this is talking about. Then you have dog, far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Okay, it's a lot of cards, guys. Straight up, I'm getting to be careful. If you have something that is like a maybe addiction in slot machines, spending money, you know, that might be what this is warning you about. Self-delusion as well. There is also someone else could be delusional, like delusional about themselves, and it could be this person who's admiring you. There is love, happiness, and announcement. Someone could be getting engaged or getting together. And for others of you, it could be that what's getting in the way is not being with your family and loved ones. Like maybe you need to get with people to be able to clear some things that you've got in your way. I do feel like this is really, really big for you guys because those were the first ones out. And I mean, we all live lives. We have a lot that happens in our lives. So you guys just might have a lot happening, and it seems like you've got many different departments, like announcement, family, love, connections, love, hate, a friend, you know, self-delusions, being careful with money, you know. So there's a lot happening, but it seems to be that this is talking mostly about your family and community. So soul family, soul tribe, soul communities. Maybe you are holding on to something which is, oh look, one flipped over. What I'm thinking is like you might feel stuck because you feel like you haven't found your soul tribe. 5 of Wands, yeah. So the 5 of Wands is typically about, it's like ambition and being competitive. It could also mean conflict. If you're having conflict with current family and you're like, this isn't my soul tribe, my soul family would never treat me like that, I just want to find the people who I belong to, or like this could be you know, competition. Like maybe you find that you feel more connected to people when you're in a competitive state with them, or maybe this could even be in a work ethic. Ambition and competition is used a lot, like for people in sales and stuff. We got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, working together, working with others. So this is very unique. While you are competitive against them, it seems like you're also team effort as well with them at the same time. Maybe you find a way to not be as competitive and to work together, so you all end up getting a nice nugget of gold. I don't know why that word, like those words specifically came up, because you would think it would be like, so we can all get good like compensation, or so we can all get you know, a bonus, you know, so everyone's winning. You might be working with a few people, because we have 5 and we have 3. You might work, like make a cute group with these people, and it's going to benefit you, but there's still other people with this mindset. I feel like it's always the people around you. It's group number 2, people around you. There might be people who have it out for you, who are against you, who are competitive with you. You might not even be aware that they are competitive with you. This could be envy. This could be someone who is claiming to be family or part of your soul tribe, trying to claim that they are, you know, your friend and that, but in reality they're green. They're super green with envy. I think you're only going to find out, because those who truly have your back are going to let you in. They're going to let you in on this. And let's get one more card. If I need any more, I will get more. But for my beautiful group, number 2. Okay. Wow. So I think that this is definitely coming to light. This is going to be, once you figure out who is, I'm hearing the word Judas. So if you're a trader, someone is a trader, you could be in trading as well, and they're throwing you under the proverbial bus. If that's the case, keep receipts, document everything. This is just for some of you if it's in the workplace. For others of you, there's someone who isn't your friend, who could even possibly be family, but they don't like you. They do not like you. Could be, like I mentioned, envy. There are going to be those who are going to trust you. They're going to let you in, I'm hearing. Like, you see how they're sharing this? Someone might share a text thread with you and let you know. I've got a feeling this is going to hurt, guys. It's going to be something that is, I think you had an inkling of it, but to actually see it hurts like hell, especially if you're someone who thinks the best of people. I've got a feeling you might actually be that kind of person. You always give people the benefit of the doubt. You'd rather try and see people's positives rather than their flaws. Yeah, this might be the person who comes through and lets you know. A distant friend is thinking of you. They might be the person who was like, wait, this, I found out that, you know, my friend has someone in their circle who is actually trying to make them fail, or is, you know, spreading lies. Because when it comes to that sort of stuff, it could just be that for some people it's very important, like the sort of information that gets put out there. Because, you know, if you work in a job where you are recognized in the community and someone's spreading rumors or lies about you, that could have an impact on your job. It's also the same with like family. If you got like, especially children, and your children hear about that, about their own parent, that is very nasty. So I think this is something that's extremely serious. If that indeed is gonna be gossip, I don't think, maybe the self-delusion could be this other person as well, and that's how love turns to hate rapidly. I think this is going to be someone very close to you you did not perceive. It's going to hurt a lot, guys, but in knowing that, and once you find this out, you end up removing them. You end up balancing things out. I think you get to, you know, one is defend yourself, but two, see where priorities are. The Two of Pentacles is about balancing. It is about partnerships, but it's also about choices. All your twos are typically about choices. With the Two of Pentacles, Pentacles do tend to be same with Three of Pentacles, it seems to be like materials, wealth, anything of the 3D world, like, you know, what we can touch and feel, the world we live in. So when it comes to that, it could be you figure out who are your friends, and in saying that, you might show your love, your compassion, your joy and your energy and effort into those people. It could also be, you know, you figure out what to focus on. You might cut out the chapter of, you know, this friend group or these certain people, but someone's definitely letting you in on this. You could also learn this from having a little bit of a leg up in life, I'm hearing. So if you end up getting a new job, you're gonna find out who isn't on your side, because they're gonna speak shit about you, like, oh, they only got this job because they knew the boss, or I bet you they done this, and you're gonna find out. But which is good, because you end up focusing on this job, you end up focusing on other things that you might perceive of value. So the Pentacles is what you perceive of value. You might even, if this is someone you're paying for things or giving things, like this could even be a partner. So if you're supporting this partner and you're, you know, paying for them and that, and you find out they talk bad about you, I've got a feeling you might literally cut them out. So this is what I'm essentially getting. You have three here. There's 3 swords. Only one sword is piercing the heart. Only one sword is biting the hand that feeds. And then you've got 2. And I feel like it's as if this person literally, you know, bites the hand that feeds and learns the hard way that when you do that, you're not going to be supported, you're not going to be given help, you're not going to be given love, you're not going to be given attention. You cut out the toxicity. So this is someone affecting you guys. When I did see this, be careful of material wealth. If you are given material wealth to someone, your own hard worked earned money, that could definitely be it. Don't take a risk with your money, especially if you're not guaranteed that this person, if you're loaning money out, is going to give it back to you, because this person might be putting it into gambling or not paying off debt. So I feel like if you're loaning money out to like a family friend, or you're trying to be a good Samaritan or something, if that is the case, let's say for example, if someone's like, oh, you know, I can't pay for my registration, blah blah blah, don't pay that person the money they claim the registration is. Grab their card details and stuff and go into like I think it's like the place where it's like registration. So for us where I live, it's like main roads, which is transport main roads, TMR. Go in and pay for it yourself. Have the person's name, have the thing, say apparently their registration is out, and you know, this might be how you find out they're a liar. How you find out that they're using you, how you find out they don't truly love you as much as they said, they actually hate you. Remember, those closest to you can sometimes be your worst enemies. But yes, the Page of Pentacles, which is, you know, this is a brilliant card to finish on, but this is someone who is determined. You have a new opportunity. I think this is actually you. When you drop this person, you drop that negativity, or you drop that situation, if it is indeed a situation where you have multiple people using you and you find out that they're all talking to each other to use you, and what they're doing and how you're blind and whatnot, all that sort of stuff, you end up focusing more on yourself, and then you go, wow, I actually have a lot of money, well, I'm gonna do this, and you start investing it back into yourself, and you end up going from 3 to 2 to 1, which is brilliant, guys. The Page of Pentacles is new opportunities, but it's also about being very determined and being studious. So this, I would suggest, is maybe you go, well, I have all this money. What if I put it into my stocks? Or what if I, give it to charity? Or, because where I live, if you give to charity, you can gain it back later on at tax time, doesn't matter. But like, you can remember, the more you give, the more you get. The more you're grateful for and the more you share, the more you get returned tenfold. So it could be something like that, or you could also put it into your studies and your training and to get in certificates and, achieving some goals. I am kind of curious. Yeah, you have the Seven of Swords straight after that. So yeah, you end up seeing exactly what was unshown, like what you couldn't see, what was hidden from you. So the Seven of Swords is about someone being sneaky, being deceptive. It's about illusions and uncertainty, and it's about someone moving in the shadows, being very careful of what they're doing. I think this is exactly this is the result. Like I said, the result is you are now seeing the deceptiveness, the people who were being very careful about their movements. You see it now. And that is what has, that was the result from all of this. You are now seeing what is right in front of you. Just anything else for my beautiful group number 2s? There's that one and that one. Yes, like I said, guys, I said it. So the Empress is all about, it is your feminine energy, but it's like expression, it is creativity, it's also pleasure. So once all of this gets sorted, and this might take a while, I'm not gonna lie, just be wary. I wouldn't overshare with people, and if you are indeed paying for other people, I would keep receipts of everything. But the Six of Cups is your like charity and your connection to people. It is your harmony and your happiness, and you have happiness here. So when you are giving to others, you are going to be giving to someone that you know is on your side, will never say these negative things about you. It's going to be someone who is happy to give it, but look, happy to give it back, like to receive and to take. This is sort of giving me the feeling of the Six of Pentacles as well. So Six of Pentacles is more charity driven. However, when we put the Six of Cups, you could also, I've got a feeling this might be this friend. You saw it as a gift from this friend, and so you give back to them. This is going to be everything that you needed. So if someone seems shady, listen to your instincts, listen to your gut. If you have a friend who is like, this person, it can't be trusted, trust them in your gut. If your gut is aligning with it, which is your intuition, which is a natural feminine instinct. So you might find with femininity that your intuition is a bit more heightened. Masculine is very actionable and direct. Into your feminine is your intuition. So if someone's being deceptive or sneaky, this is when you need to sort of tap into your feminine instinct to be able to pick up on that. So, and men can do this too. Men have a feminine energy in them. Everyone does. Every male and female will have masculine and feminine. So if you need to connect to this, you might even be asking a family friend or a woman in your family for some insight. This might be the people who help you, but you are going to, this is going to change your life, because you will finally see what was right in front of you that you were blind to. Anyway, oh wow, group number 2. And this is funny because it's a person causing you to not be able to move forward, not you holding on to it. It's someone else, which is amazing, because group number 1 was the same, but theirs was a love life sort of thing. This is more like someone who isn't really a friend acting as a friend. Anyway, group number 2s, this is the reading for you. Please let me know if this resonates. Like, share, comment, leave a heart emoji. It really helps me reach more people on the YouTube algorithm. And I'm leaving you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bye. Hello, my group number 3s. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz uncut raw crystal. This is your reading. You might have also chosen this cute and gorgeous treasure dragon. For those of you who do not know, I love dragons, and I actually have a dragon tattoo on my back. So yes, dragons are very mythical, very beautiful. Every single place all over the world have their own depiction and mythical kind of styled dragon. All very different, but all still dragons. So I think they're very useful. Now, when I was grabbing out the tea leaf cards, because I plan on getting a tea leaf card and a dragon oracle card for you guys before we jump into the tarot section, and you guys have the ethereal bloom tarot, one of my favorites, this popped out for you. So it slid straight out. So bold, plenty of material things. So thought that was a sign. But let's get you a dragon to find out what are you holding on to, what you need to let go of, what's in your way. You can perceive it so many different ways. But you guys have the source dragon. Attunes you to the infinite. I just heard Buzz Lightyear, infinity and beyond. Anyway, it says, be still in the silence, magic can happen, be in the moment. Ooh, I've got a feeling maybe this has to do with luck. I'm feeling like there might be a lot of luck coming your way soon. Be in the moment. Maybe just enjoy the little things, and the bigger things will happen in their own way. Very interesting. But yes, you also have plenty of material things. So whatever you might be getting lucky and get some material things, guys. Like you might win something that is actually an item, not just money. Seeing that one and that one. Let's see, is there anything else for you guys? These are so big, I have to like shuffle them in different pieces. That one, oh, and that one. Okay. Let's find out what is popping up for you guys. So bold came out first. Then we have claw. Be careful. Do not take a risk. So don't be buying, don't be gambling, and don't be buying like a lotto ticket or whatnot. I feel like whatever plenty of material things that are coming your way, it's going to be something like a reading at a will, or someone like donates something to you, or it could be that like you get an old like tax rebate, or like it's something like that. So maybe you'll like call up about a bill that didn't come through, and they're like, oh, you get like 3 months paid because you have been joined for so long. Something like that. Wealth. If you are getting material items and wealth, it's not because you're taking a chance. That's definitely what I'm hearing for many of you. It's not because like you joined a lotto thing. It's not because you bought tickets. Target a goal-orientated person. This could be something you bring about yourself. If you're someone who just knows that you bring about your own luck, it could be you betting on yourself. It's the be in the moment. Magic can happen. Being still, being in silence. You might have a aha moment, and it gives you an idea to, I'm hearing for someone, you might actually invest money into something and you get a massive return. So look at your stocks, especially right now in the world. I know here in Australia we just lost like 130 billion on the stock market due to the oil and what's happening over in Iran. So I think some people, if they were in a different sort of thing, like they might, like if they were going against competitors, they might have a higher rise in their stock market, but for the ones who had invested in Iran's oil, might not. Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Ooh, okay. Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And then wall. A misunderstanding. I'm wondering if the thing you don't like that could harm you is something that is a misunderstanding, or you might not be aware or watching said things that affect your income, affect your stocks, affect your I'm hearing for someone quite a specific. I don't feel like it's Australia that this person lives. I feel like this person lives over in America. Double check. I think they call it the 401k. It's like your super, what we call our superannuation. Do check it. Like, you might not watch it very carefully. I'm telling you, quickly go check it, watch it, have some look at what companies might begin affected, because I've heard that there's some companies over there that are affected as well. You guys are probably being targeting for a specific time that you will have your retirement, and you've been like, you're very goal orientated. But if you've not been watching it very closely recently, maybe the people that your 401k is with, or the company or whatnot, there's something you're not seeing. And they're probably going to try claim it's a misunderstanding, where I don't think it will be, guys. If anyone's got a lawsuit or is thinking of going on a lawsuit, like, I heard, like, for example, Crunchyroll was selling people's information, and especially over in America, they've got like a massive lawsuit happening, and anyone who was affected can jump onto that. That might be the case for you guys. You might get something out of this. But make sure you have all the facts and actually watch this kind of closely. There's a warning here, and I feel like this is something that you don't know is holding you back. This is something that can put in a big divot into your path, but it's something that it's not a person per se. It's more to do with oh wow, look at that instantly. It is something that could just get in the way for your job or finances, or for your ability to retire. If someone's wanting to retire, this is definitely something that is going to be causing a hiccup. And it's not a minor hiccup, it's a pretty big hiccup, if that is indeed the case. So I'm seeing like there's two ways this can happen. Something's going to be in your benefit, but I feel like you're going to have to go through a negative before the benefit, or you're going to get a benefit and trying to sort out, you know, what to do with that wealth or that material items or whatnot. You might end up having people, others who are money hungry, try and step in and take what they can. Leeches, roaches, people like that. For others of you, I'm definitely getting, this could be job that is affected. But we have a Page of Pentacles. You're a very goal-orientated person. You're very determined. There could be a new opportunity or new wealth given to you. This could come from a person who is a King of Cups. You might be given a new job. You might be offered some material item. It could be something like, if you're moving and you're like, oh my god, the movers you know, took my belongings somewhere else and dumped it out front of a place that wasn't mine, and all of it got stolen, so you hold the company accountable, but for the time being you don't have half the stuff you used to own. And someone might come through and be like, oh, I had an extra fridge at home, or oh, here's this, you know, like someone comes through. So your King of Cups is someone who is either a Cancer sign, which is the crab, the Scorpio sign, which is obviously a scorpion, or the Pisces sign, which is the two fish. They are the water signs. If you know a male of that, perhaps they're going to help you out. As you can see, he's got a blooming flower in his hand. It's actually interesting that this has came up, because yesterday I had to go to our main roads place, and while I was there was this couple. They were much older, and they went up and they had this person's details, and they actually paid over $600, this is Australian dollars, to pay off their registration. They wanted to pay it all up because the person, they didn't know this person, but they had his registration, like his car number plate and his name, and they said they met him at a gas station. He couldn't pay for fuel, and so they paid for the fuel, and they also they decided to be a good Samaritan and they paid for his a whole year of registration because this person was going through what's called hardship. So here in Australia, if you can't afford basic things, or you might lose a job, or you end up having an accident, or you end up having medical thing that stops you from working, like it all sort of like, it's like dominoes. Most people would understand that in this day and age. There is no middle class anymore. It seems to be lower class or upper class. There's you're either rich or you're not. So yeah, and that's why people sometimes say comfortable now. They don't really use middle class. But yeah, this person could be a complete stranger. I think you might find I'm hearing hope for some weird reason. This is making me feel the star card. This might be what you need. Like someone's definitely gonna help you out. So twos are all about choices. They're always about choices, but the Two of Cups is about a partnership. So maybe a companion. So this could be a work partner, a work friend, a boss. It could be a partner as in a relationship. You could be getting more material items, especially if you gain a relationship where the person has a lot of, like, let's say they have a lot of furniture. They own a lot of furniture. So when you move in with them, you don't have to bring any furniture. They've got that sorted. So it's like you gain that material items as well, or they have a lot of savings, so you feel a bit more secure and like you feel more relaxed, not having to focus or press so hard for saving your own, and it like releases some stress. But there is something unforeseen here. So the Two of Swords, when it comes to making a decision, it is something, either it's an opposing idea, like you've got two choices and they're polar opposites, and you need to try and make the best decision, or it's the fact that you don't want to make a choice. You do not want to face this right now. It sort of feels like a flipping of a coin, heads or tails. The Five of Cups is you have to sacrifice something to gain something. So it's a decision where you're gonna have to either choose. This is what I just heard. You know how if you are indeed in a raffle, if you have, okay, so for this, don't go out and buy something new if you're not meant to take a chance. But if, let's say, you have a what's it called, it's like a subscription, that's it. If you have like a subscription every month, that automatically puts you into winning a house, or take the money, or win a car, or take the money, something like that. If that's the case and you've got a subscription, then this will be valid for you. This isn't something that you're meant to go out and put extra risk into. This is something you've already got continuously going. If that's the case, I feel like this choice is you having to decide, do you take the car or do you take the money? A car's useful, but it still costs you more money, whereas the money can help you clear out a whole heap of other things. And with this is something like, this could be a dream car, and this is like the only time in your life you will ever be able to own that dream car. Like, I'm feeling like it's that, like it's either your heart or your wallet, like your heart or your head. Your head's telling you take the money, you got too much debt, and the heart is saying, but this is the only time I can own the one thing I've always wanted to own. That's why I work hard to own this one day, So you definitely, I'm sorry to say, but you're definitely gonna, if that's the case, you're gonna take if this is the case, I would say, in this scenario, I would say you would choose the car, and you're gonna choose the money. You're gonna regret not taking the car. You're gonna feel like you've lost. So even though you've won, the decision you make, even if it's for the best, you're not gonna follow your heart with that decision. Logically you've done the right thing, but you can't help but cry over the, what you've had to leave behind. And it's why this is such a hard decision, and it's why there's only one way or the other way. You can't choose both. You can't just go this one and go, oh no, I want to change back over to this one. It's not going to be possible for you guys. And I'm sorry to say, but it is something that you're going to cry over. It's like you crying over spilt milk. You will be crying over it. You're going to be heartbroken. And you know you made the right choice, but it's not that it's not going to hurt, or it's not like something you're not going to look back on and be like, oh. I'm wondering if any winnings you keep or the choice you make, you're going to keep it hidden from people. I wonder if there's also, let's say I'm using the same scenario. For some of you probably said, yeah, okay, sure, car, all right, let's choose that then. And the person didn't hear you right in when you're making your selection, and so they just send you the money, and you're like, wait, no, I wanted the car, and they're like, oh, too late, I'm sorry. You know, like something like that. And so now you got the money, not the car that you actually got, you had a choice in. Does that make sense? So that's also one thing that's a misunderstanding. I'm wondering if this could be a psych as well, like, oh my god, you won, and then you're like, really? And they're like, yeah, you're Peter J, and you're like, no, my name's David, you know. My name's Jeff. Anyway, I'm wondering if it's that. Can I get an outcome card for my beautiful pile number 3s? Pile number 3. Ooh, that one flew out. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. You're gonna feel like you've lost. You're gonna feel broke. Maybe if it is indeed money that you're gonna be getting, it's gonna get sunk straight into all your debts, and then you have nothing left. Like, everything's paid out and you got no debt, but you have no money to spend. So you're still working to save. I feel like this can be very much relatable. If someone won, let's say for example, if I won $30,000 tomorrow, I still have no money to spend. That is how much debt I have. And I think a lot of people would have even more than that, but like, that is the reality of it. If you get a lot of money, you still can't just go buy a house. Like, where I live, houses are around $500,000 for a small little tiny place. If you want a nice place where the whole family can live, well, we're looking at $1 million now, you know. So I feel like that's it. Like, you will win money, but you're like, oh yay. Sorry, I had to close the windows. It started raining again. So yeah, for pile number 3, it sounds ironic. This is like, I don't know, what's the saying, like a fulfilling prophecy? I think that's it, a fulfilling prophecy. It's like, you're like, all I need is money to be able to get my life going. You get money, and it's like, you feel like you're back at the start line because you have no debt, and you're like, oh, now I gotta go back to work. So most people who do get, if you are getting money or material item, you'll probably, if you choose a material item, you realize, oh, that's going to cost money to, you know, keep it going, or keep it up to date, or keep it well. Or like, if you buy a house, you still got to pay for the insurance, the yard work, the rates, the water, the electricity, the gas, whatever it is, to keep it maintained. And you're like, this is sinking me. Like, I thought all I've ever wanted is a house. But you feel poorer, like you've got less income, less money, less disposable money than ever before. And you're realizing that that isn't, maybe this is the misunderstanding. You didn't realize how much having that thing that you always wanted was going to cost you. And you actually really, maybe this is something that you weren't aware of. In case for other people, this is also going to be like, when a difficult time hits, remember all the people you helped out. They will help you out, and if they don't, then they're not obviously someone who was there for you. But King of Cups will be helping you. You're either going to be given a new opportunity, or it's going to help you break even. I'm hearing for some of you break even. Oh, well, I wish I could get some more for you guys, but this is a very, like I mentioned, like, I felt like there was a lot of stuff for America. Like, someone in America needed to hear something here. I don't really, was it about like their 401k or something? So sometimes when I'm channeling, it happens really quick. so I have to say it when I channel, and most times, as you'll see with a lot of readers, you don't remember it all. So this is what I have for my group number 3, is the treasure dragon, which was very, very fitting for you guys. So maybe let me know if this resonates. This was all about material items and those who will help you when the time comes. But yes, let me know if it resonates. Like, share, comment. I've got other choices on this video, many other videos if you go through my library. If you share, this really helps me get recognized. It lets other people see these readings, people who might need them. And I am leaving you lots of love, light, and positive vibes, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this beautiful smooth strawberry uncut quartz, or you might have chosen this sword with a dragon, purple dragon bookmark, this is your reading. You could have also chosen the Saint Soleil Beginner's Tarot Lucid Dreams deck. Alrighty, so let's get into it. I'm going to be pulling a Dragon Oracle card for you guys by Diane Cooper, and I'm going to be getting some tea leaf cards. Let's start off with your dragon cards. So we want to find out, what are you holding on to? What do you need to release? What is stopping you on your path? This could be someone else. So I think poll number 1 was like releasing a relationship or a past partner. You guys got the white gold dragon from Lyra, connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your casual chakra, bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. This could be about you guys connecting to your faith. If you're not in faith, double check your chakra channels. So if you don't know what chakra is, research it. Google can tell you a lot. But pretty much this is what it's like. You have your crown chakra up at the top, followed by your third eye chakra, followed by your throat chakra, heart chakra. I think it's sacral. Another kind of chakra. I don't know them all. I'm not a pro. But you have your root chakra. It goes all throughout your body. You have different chakras throughout your whole body. So yeah. Check that. There is some people out there, some light workers who actually work with like unclogging your chakra channels. Like they ground you. They do a lot of spiritual work with that. I had a friend who's had it done, and she says it was absolutely beautiful. It's brilliant. It helps you feel more relaxed, enlightened. So a lot of these chakras deal with frequency and vibrations, and as you would know from most mathematic people like Einstein, so many people over the many years have always stated that it is the all your answers are in vibrations. I actually saw that just the other day. But yeah, vibrations have a lot to do with everything that we do, we experience, we feel. Everything is a vibration. Everything is an energy. Energy is everything, guys. So, this one. Okay, let's see what you guys got. But yeah, maybe that's what you have to look at. Maybe you study in that. Maybe you're looking into stuff like that. You guys have rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. An older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Purse. Pay attention to your finances. So what are you holding on to? Finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. So you have a man and an older man, and you have success. Okay, so there seems to be warnings. You might be having some sexual matters happening. What I mean by that is maybe you're wanting to, experience that feeling you know, intercourse, stuff like that. And you might be seeing a few different people for that. But do be careful of your finances. So if you're going out and having a club, for example, to meet these kind of people, to have those relations with, you might be actually spending too much money out at said establishments, or even online. You might be the person who's paying for the dates or whatnot. But yeah, this is a future warning. So either this could be your own actions could be leading to this, or your own body. So maybe you want to, let's say when we crave something, we give it to our body. We crave food, we give it to our body. We crave liquid, we give it to our body. We crave, you know, but there's also the bad ones where it's like you crave smoking, you crave, you know, alcohol, you crave intercourse. There is always a healthy, acceptable consumption of everything. That includes sugar, that includes alcohol, that includes everything we have. There's always a mandatory amount, and that's the same with intercourse. But sometimes what can happen is we can end up having too much of something, and that can be when it is considered too much, where it becomes an addiction. Now with the white dragon from Lyra, it connects you to the highest Christ light. So this definitely gives me that hope feeling. You might be looking at what is definitely dealing with that. You might be having some troubles trying to deal with that. Their addictions are a serious matter, and we shouldn't take it lightly. I do read reversals with this deck only because this deck is designed to be read in reverse as well. If a deck is designed for it, I read it in reverse. If it's not, I don't. That one. So for my beautiful group number 4s, double check your finances. You are getting a bit of a heads up. Something in the near future is going to be a problem, whether that is, you know, your sexual connections, these people, finances, you know, something is coming up. Oh, and you got a king. Oh, a king in reverse. Especially when it's the King of Wands, so he's a fire sign. When this person is in reverse, that you could be dealing with someone who is domineering, controlling, narcissistic, impulsive. They're very controlling. I'm just soaking up the energy, guys. What do you need to release? I think you need to release old connections with people you probably had sexual relations with. That could be what's getting in the way. If you have a new partner, this can mean new love, new option, self-limiting beliefs, immaturity, unreliable, close to success. So yeah, your 9 of Wands is about the last bit of a race. So you're so close to the finish line. You got to grit your teeth and just persevere. You are tired, you are exhausted, but you're dealing with this. So I think this feels like there's multiple things. So we do have success. I definitely would say if you're working hard on getting a job, on gaining a promotion, on hitting a bonus, you will be successful. You just gotta grit your teeth and bear it. You might be your worst enemy at this moment. You might be thinking oh, if I just take off this time, it's fine. Don't take days off if you're after a promotion, guys. Persevere. I think you might be saying, it's not like I was going to get it anyway, so I can just relax. I can just take a day off, or I can do this, or I can do that. Or you're not seeing, because you're so impatient, you just want it, but you're so exhausted that you're ready to pretty much you're falling onto ideas like, I can just stop doing that, it's fine, like they're not gonna care, like it's not like I was gonna get it. And something is going to wake you up. You might get a warning from a higher up or something. I feel like this has a lot to do with not only with a job and income and searching for success, but you're also thinking you might be someone who goes out and gets your you have dealings with certain people, or you have, I'm hearing like a roster of people, like, or a person. You might have someone you just have these sort of relations with, but when you meet someone else who you want a relationship with, this person you've been previously dealing with, and I'm gonna just say the older man is the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is an older person. It is a very mature, older aged person. That's the way you read the court cards. They go up in age. A page is an immature person. It's a younger person. So this person might be, you might go with someone who is younger but is technically your age, and you need to leave the person who is older, or you're leaving the person who's younger for someone older. But the point of the fact is that you're definitely, I feel like this is probably gonna be what the warning is about for you guys. Can I get an outcome card for my beautiful pile number 4s? The Bookmark Dragon. Bookmark Dragon. Okay, Devil in reverse and the World in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you're leaving that abusive partner. If you are just having sexual relations with someone, or you might have cheated on the current partner with someone else, and now you want to leave your current partner for that other person. Maybe because your current partner is actually not a good person. You have abuse, you have detachment, you're trying to get free. You will have some closure, the ending of this cycle. You will, if this is indeed someone who's trying to escape abuse, this is male or female. If you're a man with a woman who is abusive to you and trapping you, get out. If you're a woman with a man who's abusing you or trapping you, get out. If you're a man with a man who's abusive and trapping you, get out. If you're a woman with a woman who's abusing you and trapping you, get out. So, abuse is not acceptable for anyone. You're worth way more. And this makes a lot of sense with this mindset. You're probably been someone who's been trying to get out of it, and you talked yourself down like, oh, they're not that bad. Like, I still love them. Stuff like that. This is, I think someone's going to help you, and it's like the only time you're going to get this offer, like the only time you're going to be able to get out at an opportune time, opportune moment. And you might be needing finances to do it. So I think if you need to hide finances, go for it. This is really deep. This is much more not what I was expecting. So what's getting in your way is this person keeping you stuck. You guys are really stuck. You are really scared. You don't think you're ever going to get out. You keep downplaying it. This person has manipulated you into thinking that no one else cares, that they are what you need. I think you're slowly planning on getting out, but you just need a few things to line up. I think you're waiting for that line up, and that's sort of like, how these chakras line up. This might be why you have the white gold dragon. It's going to help set some lining up for you. For some of you, reach out for help from a church. You might actually get safe haven or resources or a help from a church. Wow, okay, that was full on. I was not expecting that for you guys. I'm so sorry if someone's dealing with this. This is so deplorable that people in this day and age still there are people who are, controlling and manipulative and forcing other people in relationships to do what they want and be what they want, and physical and emotional and mental abuse, verbal abuse even. It's not acceptable. If you love someone, then you don't treat them that way. That's not love. That's the opposite. I'm gonna see timing. Like, look at the bottom. You got the Fool, which is a new beginning. That's beautiful. But let's see. Can I get a card on maybe timing? I wonder. I do actually have a deck for it. Mystical Moon, Divine Timing. Let's see if we can get any timing. I feel like time will bring a surprise, so it's going to be a surprise time. Like I said, it felt like everything had to be aligned, perfect timing. If you're secretly trying to save some finances or something, do remember to move where you're hiding your finances. I feel like this could be a warning that the person you're trying to escape will find it. Waste of your time. This person's going to waste your time to try and keep you there. They're going to try, and if you're trying to get a job, they're going to do anything they can to prevent you from like making an appointment or making an interview or making it on time, which is sad. I'm sorry, you guys. But do take note, 3258. You also have the World is 21 and the Devil is 15. You have 9. You have, this is technically 11, 4, and 1. But yes, you guys, this might take, I'm feeling about 3 months, only because the World is like the closure of a season, and that can happen about, it takes 3 months for us, like a season to sort of happen. So I would definitely suggest, like, this could take about 3 months. Be very careful with what you're doing. This could also be this person who is controlling might be very concerned with sexual matters. If indeed you are seeing someone else behind another person's back, which I don't condone, I reckon being honest, but if you're with someone who might, if you are cheating, I wouldn't tell them just because you want to continue living. And I want you to continue living. But indeed, if you're, let's say, for example, if sexual things have stopped at home, like you and your partner, because you are seeing someone else, they're going to notice that. That will probably be what gives you away. So if someone is indeed cheating, it's going to be noticed. So if this is, you are a cheater and you're trying to, that's what's getting in your way, your partner probably already knows. And indeed, you're probably going to, you two are going to break up. When you have the King in reverse, it is definitely break up, but it's exactly what you need, and it's what they need as well. So for those who might be cheating, that's what this is dealing with. So you will be caught. If it's your partner who is cheating and you're sort of not sure, if you find out they're cheating, don't settle and don't go, oh, he'll change, this will sort itself out, because the person you're meant to be with is out there and this person isn't it. Okay, wow, that was really powerful. That was really intense. I was not expecting that. But yes, for all of my beautiful pole number 4s, please take care of yourself, protect yourself, be careful, don't trust everyone. Play your cards close to your chest. You will be successful in the long run. For others of you, this could be, I'm trying to think of any other way, because someone really needed that first message of escape. Wow, I was not expecting that. For others of you, this can be definitely not just a relationship. This could be a new job offer. You might be working at a job. You will get that promotion, and you might be taking on a leadership role. Your warning can be, do not be over domineering. Do not let your ego go to your head. You need to, if you have a bad habit or something toxic or addictions, you will be, releasing them, and it's gonna like open a whole new world and life for you. This might actually be very much noticed in work life, but also in your personal life as well. But yes, you guys, I feel like these are definitely showing you trying to, like, you're wanting to get away from whatever this is. And there's going to be moments where you think like, oh, just one more will be fine, or just like whatever your addiction is, like, it's okay if I do it one last time, it's only the last time, like, just try not to, guys. Don't do it, don't fall for it, you know, don't fall for it. So yeah, we do have Pisces, we have Sagittarius, we have Aries, we also have, I believe it's Scorpio here, and some more Pisces as well, and also some Cancer, so water signs. But yes, you guys, that's the reading I have for you. Take it how it resonates. You might have seen something else that I haven't mentioned. But yeah, let me know. Mention it down in the comments. If it doesn't resonate, it's probably not for you. If it resonated, you saw it in a different way, mention it, please. I do appreciate it. It helps me to learn and to perceive cards in a different way. I think everyone who does readings states it, because your cards are meant to reflect to you what you need to know, but also subconsciously what you already know. This is all based on your intuition as well. I try and read the energy and piece them together, which can be difficult, but yes, that's how I do my readings, especially when it's general. It's so hard to be specific because you're picking up on so much energy. So yeah, let me know if this resonates, how you perceived it, anything, even if you only perceived a little bit of it, if only a little bit of it resonated and the rest did not. Cool bananas. Whatever, you know, works for you, whatever it is that you needed to see or learn or know, that might help. That's awesome. I'm leaving you lots of love, light, positive vibes. If you can, please like, share, comment, leave a heart emoji in the comments. This helps my channel get seen and be shared to those who might have some you know, messages here for them as well. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.